Hi, morning. Today is May the 26th. I would like to tell you the story of the pen in order for you and me to avoid the misperception. So, shall we begin? First of all, what is this? This is the pen drive. So what will happen? This is the pen to me for writing, and what will happen if I give it to a dog? It can chew it right. Why? Because it thinks this is a chew toy. So this thing is a pen for a man and chew toy for a dog. So who is right? The answer is both are right. Why? Because they are both different entity, and different entity can have different point of views, and this is very normal. So the first lesson of the story of the pen is that we have to respect the point of view of other. So we're gonna move to the next lesson. Imagine this time I put this thing in an empty room where there's no man, no dog, right? Nothing else, no other things, and no man, no dog as well. So what we call this thing at that time? This is called nothing, right? Why? Because the entity before the dog and the man are not nearby. So the answer's intelligence say that this is the emptiness. The emptiness doesn't mean that this thing will disappear without the emptiness, without the entities before, but it is to say that it has a limited potentiality in the way that it can receive colored point of views. Oh, alright. So I'm gonna see that more clearly through this example. We put this thing in an empty room, right? Okay, so what will happen if tomorrow I open the door and invite the man to come back? For him, there's still a pen for writing, and if I don't invite him, I invite the dog instead, and the dog will come in the room and see it and chew it, right? Because the thing is a chew toy, and if I invite both the man and the dog, there will be these two point of view will happen at the same time. And if I do it in a larger scale, I invite 1,000, 1 million, or even 1 billion different people to come in the room. Let's imagine that the room can fit them all, and there will be 1,000, 1 million, and 1 billion point of views respectively, right? So it's all we want to say that everything has its emptiness in the way that it has unlimited potentiality, alright, in a way that it can receive countless point of views. We're gonna move to the third lesson, but before that, I used to have two questions. The first one, we say that this one can receive countless point of view from the observers, alright. So before the observers can give it, before it can receive those colored point of view, what can hold these colored point of views? So I was given this proof. In my hand, I hold a thing I call a pen, and the fact this is a pen is coming from my mind, or it's come from itself. The fact that it's a pen is come from my mind. Why? Because if it comes from itself, the dog will see it as a pen and used for writing as well. Alright. So this definitely comes from my mind. So okay, I agree with it, and me, the observer, in my mind is limited enough to hold countless point of view. Okay, I'm gonna move to the next question. Before that, I say that this is a pen to a man, a chew toy to a dog. They all different entities, so they can have different point of views, and it can change. It's easy to understand. But now, me, the single observer, I wonder if I can change this by my point of view from a single observer as me in this case. So I close my eye and say that I want to change this thing from a pen to a diamond. Please do it. And I count 1, 2, 3, open my eyes. Testing, still right with this, right? So definitely still a pen. And I wonder if there is something wrong. The answer intelligence say that you didn't do anything wrong. You do so good so far. The only thing that you lack of, this is the seed in your mind. I wonder what is the seed then? The seed is what you do, say, and think. Because when you do say and think something, it will create an imprint in your mind, and that serving as the seed in your mind, growing at some point of an image on the thing, this thing, and if that image is the diamond, so you're gonna change the pen, this from a pen to a diamond successfully. Okay, so the third lesson, these two answers arrive at the third lesson. Everything's come from our mind, or more concretely come from what we do, say and think. And the last one, the fourth lessons, which is in this life we want to have something, we have to start seeding, as there's no other ways to do. And the story of the pen finished with 4 lessons. The first one is we have to respect the point of view of others. The second one, everything has its uniqueness, in a way it has unlimited potentiality. And the third lesson is that everything's come from our mind, or more concretely, it comes from what we do, say and think. And the fourth lesson is that in this life, if we want to have something, we have to start seeding. Yes, the story is appearing is very easy, but in fact it's very deep. And in order to understand it deeper, I have to repeat it at least 3,000 times. So please accept my gratitude for seeing you tomorrow, repeating this story again for you and me to understand more about the emptiness, about to avoid the misperception. And thank you. See you until I see you.